This is where I'm camping tonight. So I've just got off the bus and headed into the woodland, heading towards the loch now. We're in the Muir of Dinnet in Aberdeenshire today. As you probably saw from the intro of this video, we're going camping on a loch. The loch is called Loch Kinord, and it's about a mile in the direction of travel that I'm heading now. So I have a bit of a hike in front of me to do until we get to the edge of the loch. Then things will get a lot more interesting. I'll bring you along for the journey and show you some of the sights along the way. As you can see, it's a glorious sunny day here in Scotland, but don't let that fool you. The temperatures were in their minuses last night, so the water in the loch is going to be very cold, and also camping in the hammock tonight is going to be a little bit chilly as well. I just passed a sign back there that said that there are otters in this loch, so you never know, might get lucky and see some otters around the island. We're coming up to the point where we're going to launch the boat to get out to the island, so I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Right, bit of a bummer. I've just passed a sign that says that there is no landing on any of the islands on this loch. So unfortunately I won't be camping on an island tonight. That is due to this area being a site of scientific interest and conservation of ground nesting birds, and I don't want to disturb any wildlife. Just want to go camping in a cool location, that is, anyway. So I've been sat here thinking, and I reckon I'm gonna head back along the ways. There's a little bit of land that comes out quite a bit, so it is sort of surrounded by water, and we'll have a look there about setting up some sort of camp. But I will, for you guys, put in some drone videos and give you a bit of history on the islands and this loch. So whilst you're watching that, I'll go hiking and try and find an alternative location to camp tonight. See you in a bit. Loch Kinord has two crannogs, known as Castle Island and Prison Island. Crannogs can be described as artificial islands from prehistoric times. When investigated, they reveal information about the past. Crannogs are wholly or mostly artificial as opposed to natural islands. Castle Island is located 35 metres away from the shore and size is around 60 to 35 metres. Loch Kinord Castle stood on top of Castle Island. Although Castle Island has no significant remains of a castle, it is possible to find traces of a medieval castle that once stood here. With expert analysis of vegetation and weathered grass, along with some large dressed stones that line the edge of the island. First mentioned in 1335 when supporters of David Strathbogie sought refuge at the castle after the Battle of Culbean, the Second World War of Scottish independence. Loch Kinord Crannog dates back to the Iron Age around 2000 years ago. A crannog is an ancient loch dwelling where a large hut sat on a platform, once connected to the shore by a narrow causeway. Iron Age people used dugout canoes to build it by pushing large oak trunks into the loch bed and piling layers of stone, earth and timber on top to form the base. A large hut was then built on stakes above the water. The crannog stayed in use until medieval times, where it was enlarged and used as a prison for the adjacent Castle Island, thus why it is now named Prison Island. Loch Kinord Crannogs were the first confirmed Iron Age crannogs in the northeast of Scotland. Right, so I've made my way to this little headland here. Sort of juts out into the loch, so I am surrounded by water. There's actually a little island just there. There's a little bit of water and then an island just behind it. But I'll show you exactly where I'm camping on the map here. So what's left to do now is to set up the hammock and tarp and get ready for camp tonight. Let's do it. So all set up now. As you can see, got a sleeping bag in there and a bit of an underquilt to try and keep me warm. It's cozy, but it'll do for tonight. So I've just been eating some food and relaxing for a wee while. Looked at the weather forecast tonight, at least it's not going to rain, but the temperatures are going to get down to -3. It is very cold now, and it is about 5 o'clock in the evening. So I'm going to climb into the hammock now and just warm up a bit, because as I say, it is pretty cold out here. But it is such a lovely evening with the sun going down behind me here. Nice and peaceful. A few geese flying overhead. But yeah, nothing really else to show you at the moment. So as you can see, the sun is just going down now. A while ago, as I was lying here, 3 guys with backpacks came up to my encampment and then walked away. I think they're camping a little bit over the ways there. I hope they're not too loud tonight and disturb my peaceful camping experience. It is getting cold now. You can feel the temperature dropping. I'm currently in 2 sleeping bags and it's still a little chilly, so I think it's gonna make for quite a long night. I'll update you later when it gets dark, just before I go to sleep, and let you know what's going on. Catch you in a bit. So it turns out that the guys that approached the area where I'm camping are a bunch of flouts. They've set off like a firework or some sort of explosion at one point. They're all like sort of screaming and shouting at each other, blasting music, all running about, breaking trees, like complete morons. The geese are going mental because they're so distressed. I'm trying to get in contact with the local warden, but no one's in the office, of course, because it's night time. So yeah, not exactly what I expected this camping trip to be. Peaceful on the side of a loch in a highly nature protective area, and that of a SSI, but there you go. I'm gonna have a few drams of whiskey now, and hopefully they will quiet down soon and I can get some sleep. See you in a bit. Morning guys. Last night was absolutely freezing. I was shivering most of the night, but had probably about an hour or 2 sleep. Other than that, I feel pretty good. So just warming up now in the sun. I think it's about 8 o'clock, half 8, something like that now. Just gonna get some breakfast on and then we'll start packing down camp and we'll hit the trail again. I'll catch you in a bit. Right, that's everything packed up. Let's hit the trail. Make the most of the situation, you know. If you made it this far in the video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. And I'll see you in the next one.